Funny to see you here. Well, it's nice to see you here. So today, if I can ever get this thing not to fall over, come on, tripod. It's called a tripod because it tries to stay up, but sometimes it doesn't. Um, so, how are the fish people doing? How's everybody doing? We doing good? We feeling good? Well, that's good. So, I have the house to myself this weekend again. My wifey Pooh has decided to go to the coast and stay in a cabin with her friends. So I have the entire house to myself. All 890 square feet of it. Oh, yeah. So, what does that mean? Well, it might mean that I stream randomly at night. I do want to say that yesterday when I streamed, I had only had 3 hours of sleep in that 36-hour cycle. Afterwards, I crashed and I slept for about 5 hours, then couldn't get back to sleep last night again. So, yet again, now it's been about 24 hours ish since I've slept. And before that, little sleep too. And yet again, I'm facing all sorts of inflammation and issues. You guys don't need to hear about it. But needless to say, it's gross, it's itchy, and I have to take both Benadryl, methotrexate, prednisone, and hydrazine. So it makes me a little bit of sleepy. Makes me a little bit of sleepy. It is 3:48 here. Or wait, that's not right. 4:45 here apparently. I don't know. I don't know what clock is right. I have a computer that says that it's an hour earlier than it really is. But how is everybody doing? How are we feeling? We feeling good? Can we get a thumbs up if you're feeling good? And a thumbs down if you want to get out of this live stream. And a thumbs up if you're feeling bad. That would be great too. Zen Ginger, what's going on? Anthony the Aquaman, what's going on? It's all about that biofiltration. Wife's out of town. I couldn't agree more. Mark Sturlson, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Scuba Stevo's Aquatics, what's up? Jeff Kane, Matt Phillip, Lady Rorschach, Zombie Cat, hello, how are you? And thank you, as always, for all of your support, Zombie Cat Woman. We'll stick with your handle, your screen handle. But thank you. I always appreciate that. Also, Zach Rohr, I don't know if he's in here. I guess I'll see in a minute. But he gave me some money on PayPal, or maybe it was Venmo. Either way, that's awesome. He said, I don't want YouTube to get their greedy hands on any of this. So, cheers to you because that's great. 30% more. Corridulan Works, what's up? Literally the size of your apartment. Yes. Sage P. Lindsay, what's going on? Craig, Davo. Let's see here. Who was here early? Adam Shook, what's up? Stephanie D, what's up? Asia Llewellyn, hello. And we've got The Fish Dude Abides. I like that name. I like that movie. We've got Paul McCarthy. Paul McCarthy, your little profile picture, when you're standing or when you're back from the screen, it looks like you're pixelated. Like it looks like your head is a square and your hair is like a little rectangle and the couch or whatever that is behind you is too. It's kind of interesting. Hello, David Rayner, obviously. I think I just said that. J-Man, what's up? Good to see you also. And a Screamin' Fly Productions, LLC. Hello, and we've got Depths Unknown. What's up? It's 7:30 somewhere. Let's do this. And Sketty Nona. So, what is up? Now that I've said those names, we probably have some more people crawling on in like scuds. So who are the scuds of this stream? And that's not it's not a derogatory term. Scuds are nutritious, delicious, and pretty entertaining. Actually, I could see keeping them in a very small container and pretending they're shrimp. Uh, and we've got a name, Scud in a Krill Pond. That's there's a name, a name I like. So, yay. Who else is sneaky in here? For sure. What's up? Sharon. Hello. Um, HOV Aquatics. What's up? Taylor Foy. Wayne. Hello, Wayne. You've changed your name to Wayne's Aquatics. What happened to Talbot? Wasn't it Talbot? Anyways, great to see you. Bunny Viper, hello. What dewormer do people use on their puffers? Should they be wormed on a sort of regular basis or occasional? I would say I've always used levamisol. It is probably the most hardcore dewormer that you're gonna get your hands on. It is a definite prescription grade dewormer in a lot of areas, a lot of states even. But you can get around that just by claiming you're buying it for farm animals and not going to like put it in your mouth and rub it all over your eyeballs and stuff. But yeah, you can get like an ounce of it on eBay, I've noticed too. So some people don't really care. But I've noticed that, when I get any sort of puffer or really predatory fish that eats other fish, especially anything that eats snails, so loaches, puffers, sometimes catfish, any of that kind of stuff, I always, especially if it's wild caught, I always make sure to treat it for worms and usually parasites as well. I'll do like the parasite cleanse, or sometimes I'll do general cure and the levamisol, which is also called Expel P, I believe, is it Expel F? It's Expel F or P by Fritz Aquatics. I can't remember which one, but levamisol should be the active ingredient. And I would say do 2 rounds of it. Like do a round, then wait 2 or 3 weeks, then do another round. If you're getting puffers from a source where they could be wild, or if they've been in a big holding facility, you think like, a Petco, PetSmart type place. Now, if it's from a local store or someone who actually bred them, then I wouldn't sweat it. But they do tend to pick up things because snails and crustaceans both are able to kind of harbor more than just your average fish flake or frozen food sometimes does. Fanaticals, what's up? Different Wayne. My most sincere apologies. I messed that one up, man. Wayne's gonna kill me. Mike D. Michael, what's up? Hello. Can pea puffers tolerate moderate to high flow? Yeah, they live in rivers. They live in the what is that river called? Malabar, the Malabar River, I think it's called. Isn't that what it's called? Or is it the Apo River? No, I think it's the Malabar River. Anyhow, just got my amphipods and isopods and freshwater spongilla shipped from Carolina today. Hope they're enjoying the new tank while I'm at work. Oh, right on. Cool. Ivy? Who did I miss? Ivy. And also, a few of you have made poor choices and forgotten to hit the like button. Yeah, Zen Ginger, you're right. I agree. Hey Alex, do you agree that most of the info in our hobby is anecdotal? That's a really good question. I would say yes. If you go to PetSmart, Petco, or a club meeting, and you talk to the fish section, I would say actually that a lot of the info that people talk about is anecdotal. Does that mean it's wrong? No, not at all. But I would say a lot of it is kind of like an oral tradition, just like like a tribal culture or something. Like we have our own lingo, we have our own words and slang and stuff. And I think there's myths and misconceptions that over time change, but you hear things like, you know, you definitely hear different things and it kind of evolves. There's kind of a process depending on how into the hobby you are. So this goes to show that like a lot of subjective stuff happens, and because of that I think a lot of it's anecdotal. And like when you first learn about the hobby, you may think, oh gosh, bettas are being kept in a little cup. That's terrible. We need to set them all free. You need to get them special water. And as you're learning about this stuff, you're thinking, okay, they need a 10-gallon tank. They need a filter. They need a heater. They need water changes once a week. They need catappa leaves. They need bloodworms. And, they probably want tannic water and a acidic pH. And it ends up kind of being a like an indoctrination, and whatever you get into, it could be goldfish, it could be something else, but there's kind of like one set of so my friend told me kind of information, and then there's the stuff that we take as fact, which like water parameters which different species can tolerate. And just because those are hard and fast numbers that somebody supplied doesn't mean they're correct. I mean, just example, I just did a video on the top 5 easiest shrimp to keep in our hobby. And when I talked about that, the video just came out earlier today. And when I was talking about it, there's the for Neocaridina, it says they can withstand all the way down, 55 to 85 degrees, or some places will say 70 to 80, others will say 70 or 68 to 74, like, so there's different numbers, there's different levels of detail also. But I think it's just kind of interesting that I think it's just kind of interesting that like you get the betta, you get into it, you think, okay, bettas have to live this way. We've been mistreating them. They actually need a room, and they need a hammock, and they need a massage twice a week. And then you've had them for a while, and you see how they live, and then you kind of realize actually they don't move around a ton usually. Now there's exceptions to that, obviously. My betta in the big tank out here, he moves all the time. He goes all over the entire tank. But you kind of go and you hit this phase where you're like, oh, actually it's not that big of a deal to put a betta in like a 3-gallon aquarium or a 2-gallon aquarium, as long as the water's good quality. Like, they kind of like having a little corner, a little nest, and knowing their space and being able to sense their space. And then like as you start breeding and stuff, you like actually will put them in like little things the size of a pop can or a jar or a cup, and set them next to each other and let them spawn and mate that way. And it's just kind of this evolution that none of it's technically wrong or right, but it is subjective. Yeah, a lot of it is. So I do think that it's very nice. Oh, I didn't know that, Bunny Viper. I apologize. I'm bad with names anyways, as far as like remembering screen name handles and the real name and so forth. Or even just when someone introduces themselves, I'll frequently forget names. But yeah, let's see here. So, how are you faring now after surgery and everything? I'm okay. I am very worn out right now, but I'm also at the same time like, so the channel always slows down in the summer. All channels seem to, and especially like hobby channels or niche channels that are like indoor activities, because people aren't I mean, people are going outside and doing other things rather than the activities they have for the cold part of the year and stuff like that. And because of that, um, I guess I'm feeling a little bit frustrated or just tired. Like I have felt this slowdown, yet the amount of work I've been doing with the book that I colored, and then going down to Oregon to give the talk, like all of it's good stuff, but it feels a little bit like I'm treading water. And between like that and then, I've just been doing some freelance gigs, and also like I took on, which hopefully, I mean, the deal is going to be he has to let me film, uh, or I don't give him the good rate that I have offered, which is $40 an hour to clean and trim and maintain an aquascape in a nice part of town. This guy has an aquascape tank that's I want to say 6 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. It's a big tank, and he wants to either rescape it or heavily modify and change around it so that he can kind of keep on top of it, and I can come once a month. And other than one water change, he doesn't want to have to do anything but put food in every other day, essentially, which to me feels like kind of an odd goal in a little way, just because you'd think someone with an aquascape would kind of want to interact with it a bit more, but at the same time I also get when people want it as an aesthetic or just the kind of energy it puts off, and the trickling water and all that. But beyond all that, my body is failing me a little bit, and that's frustrating too. My skin is very, very itchy today. Like as I'm sweating because it's pretty hot here. I think it's probably about 76 degrees, maybe 80 in my house. Um, and just the allergies that are out, the pollen and stuff that's out there right now. I am like so itchy. Like I don't know if you guys can see it, but I've just got like these little pinprick like hive things that bug me. And I try not to itch. I try to just like rub it or whatever, but I know it's super distracting, so I'll try to stop. But yeah, so that's I'm just feeling run down. I haven't been sleeping well. Once I do sleep, I wake up within a couple hours, and so I just need to sleep for like 12 hours someday. But I'm always waking up and then feel like, oh, what did I miss? Like, what did I forget? Oh, I've got 10 emails. I've got, 2 missed calls or whatever. So I also need to kind of just be better at setting boundaries, making the videos. Like I said, when I kind of recommitted to what the channel is going to be, kind of just want to get back to that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, if you wanted to know. But I mean, I'm still, I've become, in the fact that I have had depression and anxiety my whole life, I've had to become a eternal optimist, or at least, you know, what the symptoms of that would be. In that I take each day one at a time, and I know it'll get better tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the day after that. And you just kind of take it as it comes, and then you get through it, and then pretty soon things are back on a good course. So I think that the hobby is also an interesting touchstone for that, in that we can kind of escape into it, yet we can watch the seasons and time pass on the scale of plants growing and fish growing and spawning and stuff. And sometimes I get lost and I realize like it's been 20 days that I haven't felt happy or okay. Like I get home and I feel uh, like I need to get up and either clean, or I need to get up and you know uh, get the door. Like I'm expecting someone to show up or something. I've been just really dealing with a lot of that, which you guys may have heard me talk about before, but especially since my head injury, I've really struggled with kind of like a generalized anxiety. I used to have panic attacks when I was younger, but now it's kind of just this generalized like flustered, kind of like lose track of thoughts. And, I think just not getting enough sleep and all the health issues I have with the lupus and the, spine issues, I think it all just adds up. But you guys really do help center me and the hobby and picking topics and just doing research and like engaging with that really helps. So thank you guys for being my kind of safe place to escape to also. The thing that's a bit not frustrating, and not sad, but like a bit of a catch-22 maybe, is that my escape, my outlet where I want to go to is also like now my primary source of income, or at least I'm trying to make it that. And it's also there's a lot of things to juggle and do, and so sometimes you just want to step back and say, I just want to take care of my tank. I don't want to have to film the process. And so I've kind of been just feeling that it's not exactly burnout because it's happened so many times, but I guess that's the best way to describe it. But hey, Bateson, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. The Fish Dude Abide says $4.99 super chat. Thank you so very much. I don't have if you guys watch the Aquatic Morning Show, I don't have any booty dance with the dog going which I do love that dog. He is really cute. But we don't stop the we don't I don't know. Something about not sleeping because the party don't stop. So ta-da song. Love the channel. Good to know I'm not the only cannabis-loving fish dude on here. Really dig the natural approach and the science-based information. Well, thanks. I don't use it much anymore, just honestly speaking. But I used to, and I know a lot about it, and I am fascinated by just about every facet and aspect of that world. Of growing it and the different strains and the medicinal effects of the different terpenes and CBDs versus like with the terpenes and with the different enzymes and hormones and stuff do. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But I'm glad that you feel comfortable here in our community. I hope everybody does. I didn't think this summer had made it to Seattle. Yes. In fact, can you guys see it? I've sweat on my brow for the first time. Yeah, Sketty Nona, it's a lupus flare. Like, you probably are noticing that I'm having a really hard time not touching my face, but I'm sure tonight this'll all be red in here. And then all throughout here too, in that real stereotypical butterfly thing. This always gets really swollen, and people are like, "Oh, what's he on?" And that wears on me. That's grating when you're already feeling tired and down, and then people kind of flip you crap. Sometimes it bugs me, but what are you gonna do? It's not that big of a deal. Most of you are incredible human beings and lift me up. Jay Oliver, what's up? I hope you are staying healthy and well also. 503 Aquatics gave me another super chat. Shanimal, I wish you were up here. My wife's gone. I need entertainment. So why don't you get Kenny and a few other people into a Scooby-Doo van of some sort? Maybe one of those things that you get on a rail car and you take turns going up and down, pumping on the lever, and just come on up. I would love that if you could arrange that. Can you arrange that? I have not tried colloidal silver, but other people have mentioned that lately, and maybe I will try that. Tyler, what's up? Oh, Jay Oliver, you got a message. Really appreciate all you do, Alex. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate what you do as well, buddy. You sparked that whole Michael chat, debate, talk, whatever. Do fish have feelings? And I think you and I are on a similar wavelength with that whole thing. But I mean, man, look at the research now. The last year, just it's a gold mine of like, yeah, they do have feelings. They do have semi-complex emotions. It's pretty interesting. Um, D. Michael, just the company here is therapeutic. Well, that's awesome. I love hearing that. Uh, yeah, many people do find that turning their hobby into a business kills their love for the business. I kind of felt that way with art sometimes. Like I'd have big art showings, and I'd do like a series of like, see that RAM that's kind of vivid pop art colors. I'd do stuff like that. Do I have other art around here? Well, obviously I've got the rhinos, and I've got like an iguana and the dark side of the moon thing, and I've got a mountain, and then I've got diesel on asphalt in a puddle when it's half submerged. It looks abstract, but that's actually what I was looking at. And then the mountains in our area. So, um, yeah, I mean, when I would do art like that, and I'd do a series, sometimes it was frustrating when I felt like, oh, I have to do this and I can't deviate from it because I've got a show coming up, and you have to have these many of this, and you got to have prints ready to sell. I could have brought prints down to the Eugene talk that I made, and that I probably could have made a little bit of money because I didn't want to bring live critters down. But I just, at the end of the day, I just didn't want to like juggle with all that, to hassle with it. Kent AJDK, hello from Denmark. Well, hello. I hope you're doing well. Over there in Denmarken. Okay. Gloria, Gloria, Gloria. You wish you could smoke, but makes you too paranoid. Well, I definitely understand that. Dee Dee, what's up? How are you doing, Miss Dee Dee? Always great to see you. I've really enjoyed your voice and just the energy. Well, obviously, the energy you've brought to our fish club community, our fish tube community, our little family here online. Obviously, I love that. But specifically lately, you seem to be kicking it up, and I think that's awesome. I feel like I have something in my eye. It's driving me insane, and it's like burning, and I don't know. Sorry, guys. So preoccupied with all my little allergy nubbins. What happens when you don't get enough sleep? You fixate on weird stuff and so forth. Not sleeping is a problem that will frickin' take you down quick. So when I do finally crash out hard here tonight, hopefully, it'll be like, when I wake up, it might be 3 a.m. and I might just be like, boom, we need to do another stream. Yeah, I'm ready to talk to people. Because you guys are my, like, you're my world. And I always appreciate seeing you guys. Had to fix an HOB trickle filter that was down to a trickle today. I found the reason it was locked was bladder snails. Yeah. I can't tell you how many times I've had snails clog up the impeller of small hang off the backs. I actually use a turkey baster, and I just fill it with water and then spray it in there really hard if I can move the inflow pipe out of the way, or I'll pop the inflow pipe off, and sometimes I'll just straight up take something pretty heavy duty, but not that's gonna break the impeller blades. Like I'll take like a chopstick, like a wooden chopstick from a takeout place, and I'll just like jiggle it around the main axis of the thing, and all of a sudden it'll start spinning, and it'll be great. uh, brings it back to life. Um, do 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 do. Casper's a good name for a cat. I like it. I've never met a white cat named Casper, though. You know, out of all the cats I meet formally, where we exchange business cards and shake hands and all that. You know how you meet a cat. Um, yeah, but I've always seen black cats named Casper, and I've seen like three or four of those. But Casper, I think of Casper the Friendly Ghost. So really, I would want to see like a translucent to milky colored cat that is named that. If your place where cannabis is illegal, the illegalness is basically the only paranoid about it. No, I wouldn't say that's true. I mean, it was illegal all growing up, and that did add a definite paranoid element to it. But my main thing would be hypochondria. So I'd use it, and I'd feel relaxed and fine for a little while, and then all of a sudden I'd be like, I'd sit there and I'd close my eyes, and I'd be like, all right, just relax, just enjoy it, and I'd hear like, doom doom, doom doom, doom doom, like real slow heartbeat or something, and then all of a sudden it'd be doom doom, doom 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 doom, and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm having a heart attack, like I'm having I guess they're just called PVCs, I think they're called, PVCs, I think they're called, pre-ventricle, what is it? Pre ventricular pulse. I don't remember. Anyways, it's when your heart feels like it's skipping a beats a little bit early and it squeezes, and then some people get an adrenaline rush from that because your body recognizes it if you're already heightened and on edge. Hey Alex, I'm looking for some Congo yellowtail or yellowtail Congo. Uh, I'm assuming that's tetra. Aquatic Arts and Redfish, Bluefish don't have them. If they don't have them, and if the Wet Spot doesn't have them, or Dan's Fish doesn't have them, probably nobody has them. Not necessarily, but I mean, yeah, between those places, you'd think you'd at least see it out of stock if it's something that's in the hobby, readily available. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Have I ever tried eating neocardinas? No. I feel like if you cooked it, it'd be even teenier. You'd need like 1,000 of them. That'd be like more expensive than caviar by weight, probably. Um, Screaming fly. No, I already did take Benadryl. That's the thing. That's why, like, I'm probably blinking really slow. Is I am very tired. I've just been staying up for this stream because I want to hang out with you guys. Well, that and I wanted to play a little bit of fish trivia. I kind of want to make a set of playing cards. I'm going to do Cardinal Sin and eat something while live. I'm bad. All right. You want to know another deep dark secret, guys? I have no lower teeth right now. Yet, I'm eating chips because I'm an animal. I'm a savage. You got... Sorry, Dee Dee. Got you rubbing your eyes now, too, huh? Okay. I'm getting behind. I'm getting behind. Let me get back up to where we are. Would you recommend Aquatic Arts tank bread over the wet spot, or are they comparable? They're probably comparable. The thing about tank bread at Aquatic Arts is a lot of times it's locally bred, or it's at least from the U.S., and that means that another breeder got paid for it, and so it keeps them. It keeps someone like you and I in business or in getting free fish for a trade in, basically, or getting a little bit of money for a trade in. So I always like that. Do you know merino moss and why it is hard to get? Um, I don't know merino moss. I know marimo moss, which is actually, um, that's actually an algae. Let me look that one up real quick. I don't know that one off the top of my head or the bottom of it. Merino moss. So it's if it's it looks like Marimo is what was probably meant. So Marimo, which is what those little moss balls, the little they look like felt, kind of like those little arts and crafts balls that don't have any other freaking use that you'd have in school for like art projects and stuff, and glue on things. But yeah, they're like these little green felt balls, and some are very tightly like a little afro, and others are more loose and flowing. Well, there's actually two types of algae that make up those organisms, and it's just the way that algae is formed in a gently flowing lake or a gently churning lake. So a lake where it's just constantly doing this rather than crashing in or just completely still. When it's a big enough lake and there's just a slight breeze or anything, it'll just kind of do this little, and it turns the balls. Well, that naturally formed in a bunch of places. Specifically, Japan first is where it was popular, and they thought it was a moss, for at first glance, and then they realized it was actually a form of algae. And you can make them artificially, but I actually rip up the Marimo moss balls and I just throw them in a tank sometimes, and within like a year all the like organic surfaces and sometimes even inorganic, like a lot of times sponge filters, will just be covered in it. It looks like a chia pet, um, especially if you got enough light for them. So that's kind of fun. But the reason you're not seeing them right now is because of the zebra mussel scare that happened, where everybody was getting bad uh, Marimo moss balls that had zebra mussel, that both the either the little egg or larva stage of them, and it was bad times. So yeah. All right, I feel like I'm so behind now. I got to jump up ahead again. Always happens to me. Did I see Jess sneak in here? I thought I did. Yeah, what's up, Jess? How's it going? Um, it's wonderful to see you. Uh, Kyle Gallagher, great to see you too. Um, Matt Phillip, what's up? Why do fish in new tanks? Why do fish die in new tanks even when levels are fine? Tested like such as ammonia. A lot of times it's shock. Sometimes it could be that they've just had a really hard trip and they were gonna die no matter what, but you got the bad end of the stick because you got the most recent care of them. A lot of times fish have been through a lot. They go to a wholesaler or a transshipper or whatever. First they get collected, then they go to a farm or a wholesaler or collection bin. They stay there a while. Sometimes they go to a regional hub. Then they get flown out of the country. They come into a wholesaler. Then the wholesaler or transshipper splits it up, and a lot of times it doesn't have time. They don't have time to treat them or do anything. If it's a store or something, they may be able to, but most of the time they bring it into a wholesaler. The wholesaler then sells more of them, breaks them down. Then it goes to a local store, and then it comes to you. And between all of that, I mean, these fish it puts them through a lot. So I think that's most of it. But if you know you have good clean water and you're giving them food and everything they need, then it shouldn't be, they shouldn't be dying for no reason. The stress of travel can be really, really hard on fish, though, obviously. Uh, Genevieve, what's up? Looking for advice switching 320 longs to 75 gallons or larger in the basement. Um, any reasons I shouldn't? Raising N-class endlers, use sponge filter waste for my hydroponic indoor garden. Right on. No. Um, I wouldn't say there's any reason you shouldn't. I did recently read an article in Fishery, which all you channel members for $1.99, always going to be $1.99 or less if they'll let me make it a buck. I'll make it a buck, but you get 4 episodes a week, so every day basically. If you count my the other stuff I do, like the other videos I generally drop, and you would know that recently I did a video and we talked about how endlers in the wild, guppies and endlers, they don't eat their young. They actually, the rate which they eat their young is 0.03%. So 3 per thousand, not 3 per 100 or 3 per 10, which it can be up to 50% or obviously 500 per thousand or 5 per 10, however you want to say it, in captivity. I mean, heck, they could eat all their babies for that matter, but they cited 50% as a good number. Can you guys see? Do I have some? Oh, I think I see it on the camera. Yes, I do. I've got something right on my eye. Sorry, guys. I'm probably grossing everybody out. I don't know if I got it. It's probably going to be right back. See, I'm just having a day, guys. I'm just having one of those days. It's just one of those days when your eyes don't want to clear up. Everybody's very nice to me on this chat. Everybody sucks through siphons to get their filters and their tanks started. Oh yeah, but the answer to why they eat each other and why cannibalism is so rife in captivity is because they compete for resources. If you didn't have them competing for resources, if they had unlimited food and decent quality water, they don't do it. They will continue to live and let live. So I'd get an auto feeder and set it to like 5 or 6 times a day, but do very minuscule amounts of like aquarium co-op's fry food or something like that won't muck up your tank as quick. And depending on how many you have, once you have, 30, 40, 50, 100, that's what I would use. Ideally, you want like 2, so it's spread out so they can all get some. And then obviously you want to feed them something other than that once in a while too. But that's what I recommend. How much did you miss, Street Trash? Nothing. I think... Oh, yeah, you were going to super chat me. But other than that, no, you didn't miss anything yet. Rochelle, you made it! Yeah, you made it! Aquaballs, what's up? Temperatures play a big role in southern death. That is a dark statement, George, but yes, I agree. It's very hot and people should be careful. Also, by the way, hello Kenny E. How's it going, man? I was just saying how, life has lost its wonder. It's lost its je ne sais quoi. And I need a Kenny E driving 90 in a electronic Fjord and just cruising down the highway. Yeah, Zen Ginger has it right. Want to be a cool kid? Join as a member. That's right. Caroline JT. Hey, fish peeps, stay safe. Yeah, if it's real hot, be careful. I also have to give another shout out. We had a viewer. I don't want to divulge too much info. This is the hand I touched the chips with. I should be careful. I don't want flaming barbecue smoke flavor in my eye, obviously. I guess I probably just need like a little neti pot or something. There's like something floating in my eye. I'm sorry, it's so distracting, guys. This is so inappropriate of me. Let's do it's your finger. You have a floater, dude. Be careful. Cotton bud moment. No, it's like actually like a thing of mucus on my like that's built up from the reaction of the irritation. I could see it on camera for a minute. And now it's like down in here again. I'm not gonna like rub it or anything. Manuel, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Do you have any advice for breeding purple pencilfish? Do it. Tannic water, low light, and they don't tend to eat their own eggs a whole lot, but they need very low nitrates, ammonia, all that stuff. Very, very low. Those are the main things that I would specify. Other than that, low light. Give them a lot of debris like duff and mulm and leaf debris. Give them a lot of that, even though they hang out at the top mostly. When they do drop eggs, they'll do that, or they'll stick some to, say, like red root floaters or water lettuce or bulbitis or frog bit or whatever it is you have that crests the water there. Watercress. Let's see here. Genevieve, hello, and thank you so very much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate the cool little pair, dude, with the exercise band. Oh, snaps, 88, you're here. Good, you made it. Oh, man, I was worried. Seriously worried. Flaming hot, smoky cornea. Yeah, that's the next flavor of chip for sure. But no, you're right, Ginger. That is more like the name of a punk band or something. Flaming hot cornea or smoky bloodshot smoked cornea or bloodshot whatever. It's metal. Whatever. We're gonna move on. John Wendell. Chance Larson, watching the Wet Vet talk at Aquarium Co-op. I'm thinking all my fish food is expired of nutrients since it's been open for a few months. It may. Watching the Wet Vet talk at Aquarium Co-op. Who's the Wet Vet? Who's going by that? That's interesting. I like that name. Did somebody talk for the online club? I know that Gary Lang's talking this month. I just wasn't sure. Hair behind your eye sounds ouchy. Yeah, it's probably floating on my eye. Get Vicks. If you get Vicks in your eye, yeah, I don't plan to doing that. Mucus cam. Secret History. Matthew Clayton. All right, we got some questions. What's going on here? Actually, I've got questions for you guys in a minute. Are you ready to rock? I'm having trouble stocking a 36 bow front. Which fish would make best use of their shape? Okay, angelfish. Angelfish are absolutely the best fish for a bow front. In a 36 gallon, I used to have one. Well, I still do, but I think it works really well to have like a stick or some sort of log or something that is going across it this way, or kind of going up one side, or even just off to the center, leaning on the tank, But then what you can do is you can put some rocks around the base and kind of stack them up so it's kind of asymmetrical. But then you can put like ferns and other stuff there. You can even here. What I would suggest you do, so you get some angelfish that are your main show boats of the tank, or you could get crebensis could work too, but they don't utilize the top water as well. So I would say either get a bunch of little nano fish that are, going to be really active and interesting. You could do ember tetras or lamb chop rasboras or green rasboras. Another great one are the pencil fish. These are only like $3 or $4 usually. Equus or one line pencil fish. Here's the one line versus the Equus over here. And those will hang out, or hatchet fish. Those will all hang out at the very top. Most killifish too. And then you get some cories. They'll hang out all at the bottom and zip up and down once in a while. But then you can have a really dynamic tank. You could have even, I've done angelfish in that same exact tank you're talking about. I've done kept angelfish with schooling fish all over. Like right now, this one's a biotope tank. And you can also, there's Hoplochromis in here right now. Malungu. They don't have a scientific name yet. But, you can do quite a bit with it, but it is very hard to film without reflection. Hard to get pictures of, like photos of and stuff. But man, some nice angelfish really do they make it pop. They set it off. Get some big old stones. Like that stone is probably dangerously too big for this tank. Also, I've got babies in here now, which I know most of you have seen by now. But they're mouth brooders, these fish. So I've been really surprised that any babies made it to that size right there, 2 inches long. But they're down here, they're in and around here and doing their thing. And then the females are still doing their thing. So I've still got 4 females and a male, or maybe 3 females and a sneaker male. I don't know. Side note, so many of you guys ordered shrimp. I'm really excited, and I have to thank you all. It's really going to help those medical bills, and I'm excited to pack them up and ship them out. Rack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Why try to battle me? That's a sin. Word to your moms, if I've got bombs, I've got more rhymes than the Bible's got psalms. Look at this little, I don't know what, this guy might be a hybrid. I think he might be weird. Oh, he is! He's got the long tail. So this is a Venezuelana hybridized with the panda. Weird. I have never seen them before. I'd never seen him before. Also, we got a big old Prego Malwa. She's gonna have some babies. Yeah, see that crazy tail that that they have? Well, this little guy who's scooting along, he's got a big old crazy tail. But he's got the markings, although washed out, of a Venezuelana, which are down here. I've got more of them down here. They should look very different, obviously. And they should have pretty tiny tails, actually. Not tiny, but proportional. They shouldn't be any bigger than their head, really. And that's cool. I knew that they could hybridize and stuff. Where did he go? I've also got smudge cories in here too. I've had so many cories hybridize over the years. It's very interesting how frequently that actually happens with Corydora. And it's usually not a whole grip of them. It's not like a whole herd, a whole tribe. It's just a few. But yeah, thanks for ordering A lot of people basically on PayPal. I'm holding people's spot, and then I ordered about 70 or 80 bucks worth of shipping supplies. I got little freezer things to cool, like they're gel packs that you soak with water, and then oh yeah, look at the tail on that crazy one. Wow, so big. That's quite the gene they've got. And then I've also got. We'll do trivia in just a minute, guys. In 5 minutes from now, I'm gonna start the trivia. Approximately 5 minutes. I just wanted to take a check on these other dudes down here, see how everybody's doing, see how my blue tank is doing. And you know, you guys are actually, this order is going to be the biggest cull I've done in a long time. I leave these smoky ones in here that are blue, smoky blues, just because I think they have a lot of pigmentation, like the cells that they need for that, I think are very highly refined. But yeah, you can see the blue really showing up on some of them here, which makes me, it's just, I don't know, it's a dream come true to see the blues actually standing out. As you know, it's not just a subtle color on some of them now. It's like this one, as I say that, then I show you guys one that's pretty subtle. But when you see it on one of the ones that's really a very vivid blue one, sometimes I'm actually shocked, and I'm like, holy cow, is that a neocaridina? Like, how did I get a blue dream shrimp in this tank? And if you were watching the other night when I was talking about how I'm selling the first round of these going out to the public, you probably heard me say that they also throw red and clear. About 10% of each get thrown still. And the red ones, it makes sense, because just like in neocaridina, that same thing happens. But here we've got some really nice pregnant ones. I don't know why the color is always so freaking bad on these live streams, and the freaking video for that matter. But I mean, you can probably tell. I would hope that you can tell that that's like electric blue, that shrimp there. Whereas some of the pregnant ones, they definitely disguise themselves. They almost turn more of a purple or like a gray. And they've got that, you know, this one's full of eggs. So these things multiply very readily, and it makes it so that I think in the hobby we could really get some pretty amazing stuff going on if people wanted to try to work with just the red or just the blue or just the purple. There's a lot of different options, and nobody's doing it, which I don't understand, because they're such a versatile shrimp. They're so hardy and so able to survive wherever. Okay, here they are. I was like, where are they all hanging out? And now I found where the blues are. I got the blues. They're all under here, and some of them are over here. Yeah, there we go. And there's a golden or a gold nebula is also right in with them. This is the oddest thing. I can't get it to focus for the life of me. So let's try turning it around again. And then doing this. Where are you, shrimpies? Oh, there we are. Shrimples. I just like watching them. I like watching the Corys. And I don't know what the heck is up with the color, why it's so far off. And the focus is so far off, only on live streams. The phone is, and the cameras I have are fine when it's not a live stream. I don't understand it.
I don't quite get it. I don't quite get it. I don't quite understand it. No comprehend. But I do have a lot of these Corridor Venezuelana or Venezuelans. Um, I do have a lot of them now, and it seems like they're all like sub-adult, like partly juvenile. We got like a little herd of shrimp hanging out here with some nice blue and gray blue pigments. Up here, we've had quite a few that are getting ready to shed, and they're doing their little flexing routine where they bend over and touch their nose to their toes to their tails. And again, I love just how up and at 'em they are. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I went on that random shrimp rant, shrimp shrimp errand, a fool's errand for shrimps. Um, okay, launching a new community tank. Several fish currently in preventative quarantine. Tank cycled, not seasoned. At what rate or interval should I add fish? Nervous about tipping the balance. Um, I would add fish as you're comfortable. No, if you've got lots of plants in there, I would add about an inch per gallon is going to be your total goal to like see where things are at and see where your balance is. If you're doing small fish, I would, for every 10 gallons of a 40-gallon tank, I would say, I don't, man, that's hard for me to think of even. But I mean, I would introduce maybe a dozen to 2 dozen, maybe a dozen to first, and then wait 2 or 3 days. Just double check the ammonia, nitrates, nitrites, and then add more, and add more, and add more. See where it tops out. I mean, it's kind of a puzzle, a riddle, a game, a conundrum, a quandary that we all must figure out. All right, I'm going back down to the bottom. If I missed your question, I apologize, but we're going to do trivia time. Trivia time, trivia time, trivia time, trivia time. Dylan's fish room. Oh, we have a doctor in the house? Uh-oh. I see people talking about a doctor. What kind of doctor? Michelle Oss. Miss Shell. Australia or Austria. What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Midnight Lobster. Oh, we got a Midnight Lobster in here. We got oh man, we got Atkins Nature Aquarium. Oh, Dylan's Fish Room. Oh man. Oh, we got all sorts of trouble in here. Okay, guys, we got 70 watching and only 195 likes. Can we change that? Can you guys give me some thumbs down? Give me some sort of feedback. I am a guitar too close to the amp for I am uh man, it would have been way better if I could talk and think and speak in the right pace. Yeah, that's what's throwing me off, Sketty. It's the Mr. Pibb. What gives? Out of Dr. Pepper again. Real, not cool. World. Mm. So, we're gonna play fish trivia for fun, for poops and tickles. We're gonna play. Uh, thumbs down for sure. Terrible stream. I cannot believe people even keep fish. Yeah, fish are. Ugh. Oh, but I did want to give a shout out, and I got distracted. Go figure. Go fish. Basically, my roof was leaking. I had a recent addition of a shower put in the center of my ceiling in my bedroom. And yeah, a young man of my age or so, I'm calling myself young,
came and freaking fixed my roof for some shrimp and some fish, or for some from aquatic stuff. I gave him a little baggie. He gave me a roof. I mean, whoa, people these days so kind, right? Isn't that what you guys were gonna complete the sentence with? People these days. Honestly, though, that restores my faith. Well, at least in like general contractors and repair folks and roofers. Not framing people. No, I still don't trust them. 'Twas a joke, sir. Yes, I'm. It's okay. PETA, I like them to know I water my fish every day. Well, I don't know. Every day might be water torture. It might be. They might not be okay with that. Um. Okay. Who wants to play fish trivia? You don't have a choice. Well, I mean, I guess you could leave, but you guys have been here for an hour waiting for something exciting to happen. Not gonna happen. But let's kick it off. Ginger, yeah. Hold on. Put your hand up. We're all gonna put our hands up like we're on a roller coaster. Whee! Did you guys ever get ready at movie theaters, like when there's a big opening night or something like that, and you put your hands up because they had that opening scene thing of the really, now it looks bad, but the graphics of the roller coaster on the film reels, and then the popcorn pops and one pops right in front of you as the thing goes down, and you're like, whoa, whoa. Like back in 1998. I don't know why they still freaking play that thing. It's like, oh sweet, they got 420p. They got 720. Okay. All right. What species of adorable little catfish actually has the Latin name RoboCop? Yes, and it's spelled just like the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the late 80s, early 90s. What creature? What? Ah, Michelle got it. It's an autosynclist. Yeah. Round of applause. RoboCop autosynclist, or autosynclist RoboCop, rather. Very funny creature name. I want to know why it has that name. Did the movie come out and then they named it that? Is it like Rob O. I can't. No, there's nothing I can understand why they would have freaking called it that. I don't think was Arnold Schwarzenegger not the RoboCop actor? Am I thinking of the kindergarten cop? Oh yeah. Well, you guys got it anyways. The autosynclist RoboCop. You got it. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, this is what happened. No, my wife's not at work. She's out getting drunk off wine coolers with her girlfriends. So yeah. Okay, I got it. Arnold wasn't in RoboCop. It was Van Halen. Steven Seagal. Boy George. Ross Perot. Okay, next one. Yeah, I know Arnold was in Terminator. Jeez. Okay. Peter Weller. That's a household name these days. How long ago was the first archaeological evidence of fishing nets and carved weight stones discovered? Hint, it was in South Korea in the year 2018 that they discovered these things. The oldest evidence, archaeologically speaking, that we have, and there's multiple ways we've had of dating it. The fiber fell apart. Yes, in 2018 on the Korean Peninsula, they found a shell midden, and in it there were lots of fish bones and other things, and it was a certain age, and it was a net. It was really our first evidence that for sure that they could date of the net. Now there was a net discovered 40,000 years ago in Spain also, but this is not just the rocks. They actually had the carbon from the net. Yeah, Kenny, you should know this one, brother. No. Okay. So it's 29,000 years ago, 27,000 BC, or before the Common Era. Oh, what's my name? What's my age again? What's my age again? Yeah, it's older than Jesus, that's for sure. I have gray hair. Oh, oh, don't look at me. All right. MSG is not that old. That's a good bloody net, right? Yeah, right. Hey, gallant and good try, Zen, for sure. Okay. Whoa. I wrote down these questions on a napkin. I know, actually, who was it? Why am I saying that? What's his face? Um, is this the Boy Scouts? No, that's maybe this. What does Jesus do? Not, it's not this. I think it's this. Oh, I'm too fat to be Jesus. Um, Joel Kinnaman. I often see his sister on the streets. She's into acting as well. Stockholm dude. Interesting. That is very interesting. Lucas Bretz said I look more like Jesus than he does lately. And I said, but I'm fat. Not to interrupt the trivia, but I'd love to know how you feel about certain ancient civilizations. Which ones? Ancient Koreans? F them. No. I don't know. I don't have anything for or against any of them necessarily. Although I would highly recommend checking out, if you're into history and podcasts, which maybe you guys might be on my channel. If you don't know Dan, of course, and now I'm forgetting dude's freaking name. My brain isn't going to work. He does hardcore history. Dan Carlin. Incredible podcast. Dude works like 6 months on like one 4 to 5 hour episode, but it's super good. And there's one called The Celtic Holocaust that came out 2 years ago, maybe a year ago. That's really good about like what you're willing to die for, and the fact that back in the olden days, when you went to war, it wasn't like, oh, what if we don't win the war? It's going to be a big economic depression. It was like, if you don't win the war, your culture could be gone. Your tribe, your whole history could be gone. And he just puts it in terms, like he does these mind exercises that are really interesting. Alex just got himself canceled in Korea. Yeah, I would hope so. No one asked me the secret history, but I like your hair. That's my question. Well, yeah, do you like my hair? Carolyn, do you like my hair? And now we all want to see Alex walk on water. Well, I can get hit by lightning. That's Hey, I got it! Yay! It was an eyelash. Whoa, how original! An eyelash was torturing me for the last freaking hour. My toenails are not painted as well. That would set the comment section on fire! Alec the Nice. Seen it, bro. True. Jeff Rose Fish keeping what up, 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 what up. Tunuk 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 tu da da da. Tunuk 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 tu tunuk tunuk tu da da da. Kenny says, Alex, I do remember that only kings were allowed to eat goldfish, and we slay the kings. Yeah, no, pharaohs, kings, emperors, yeah, only them. Gotta go. All right, Michelle Ost, bye. Catching up with Rico, Fanaticals. Catching up with Rico. What's Rico doing? But have a good one. Have fun over there with Rico. Vazaroth, what's up? Fitting for tank. Fitting for fish. I don't know what you're saying. Eyelashes are meant to protect your eyes from unwanted debris, and 95% of the time they're the thing in your eye. Hey, that is very true. Loved your fish trees today, although one was a sad one. Oh, well, thanks, Mick. Yeah, it was. That actually came out a while back. Channel members get it early, and I decided I was just going to publish them regardless of people paid or not. I hate gatekeeping information, and yes, it is on the Aquatic Morning Show, but I figured after a couple weeks, like whatever, it should be available to everyone. So I'm probably going to publish some of the 100 episodes I have also. Alex, put your eyelashes under the microscope so we can see the mites. You know, I've been looking for mites on my eyebrows because supposedly everybody has eye mite or eyebrow mites that live on the hair follicle. I swear, I've pulled out so many hairs on my eyebrows. I used to have a unibrow. Now it's gone because I pulled out so many. No, but I was trying to find them and I couldn't find a stinking one of them. Which is a bummer. I found all sorts of mites on plants and stuff, though. Like, man, they're everywhere. All right. What German magazine popularized the L numbering system for Plecostomus species, or all Loricaridae catfish of the... I don't know how to specify that. Plecos. What German magazine came up with the L system? Ooh, Mick got it. Zinga! All right, right on, man. You got that one quick. What? Mites on my eyebrows? Oh, yeah, you got them on your eyebrows. All right. The next question. The oldest continually operating aquarium in the world has been open since 1872. That's not the first aquarium ever opened. This is one that was opened and has never closed. Not even for Christmas. Actually, yeah, okay. It closes and they may have renovated it for a little while or something. I don't know. But supposedly it's been continually opened. Where is it, or what's the name of the aquarium? 1872. Anybody, anywhere, you can all answer if you care. London Zoo's getting close. It's not quite right, but it's almost toast. Oh, bing, 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 bing. Zen Ginger got it. The Brighton Aquarium. Right on. Yes. Brighton Aquarium in England. In jolly old England. Very, very nice. Yes, it was opened, and the doors shall never close. Let's see here. Jimmy P, what's up? Dinner time. See y'all later. Thanks for the stream, Alex. Thanks for the Jimmy P, Jimmy P. All right. Been there and didn't know it. Well, now you do. The more you know. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Okay. Next set of questions. Uh, okay. The best selling variety of goldfish in the United States was also created in Indiana. What is the name of this goldfish body style? Created in Indiana in the what was it? The 1880s originally, I want to say. Yeah, I probably am allergic to my mites. The comet. Yes, 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 yes. Corundulin works. All right. Yeah. All right. Okay. I see people chiming in. Thomas, nice. Carolyn, very nice, very nice. J Man says Flavor Blast. Yes, that was the goldfish variety. You're right. Uh, okay. Do 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 do. Spring is here, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. And one thing makes spring complete for me. It's the same thing that makes Sunday complete for me. Oh, the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we'll poison the pigeons in the park. Maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two when they're poisoning the pigeons in the park. We'll walk around, laughter and little merriment, except for the few we'll take home for experiments. Oh, the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we'll poison the pigeons. It just takes a smidgen to poison the pigeons in the park. Why did I do that? I don't know. It's a song, a very old song, that basically, I think they released it in like 1958 or so, but it has an old origin. It made me think of old aquariums for some reason. Have I done any musical theater or acting? I've been in serious productions and comedies too. I hate musicals for the most part. I like Jesus Christ Superstar. I can tolerate the score of Les Mis or Cats sometimes, but I pretty much hate every other musical. Rocky Horror Picture Show, love that. Tommy, love that. Pretty much everything else can go fly a kite. Let's see here. All right, what is a tight group of fish? Uh, a tight group of fish is known as what? Moving together in unison. I'll add that. Makes it more clear. Yeah, no, aquarium guy. Okay, school is close. Let's narrow that down. Let's take it to the next level. All right, so this has a name in the fishing industry, or when we're talking about sharks and how they feed. So when the shoal turns into a school and then it gets really tight, what do we call that? Oh my God, Fish Fam get together where we all go to a Rocky Horror Picture Show. That would be something special. You know, when I was 16, I might have just been like a week earlier than when I was 16. I went to Rocky Horror Picture Show in downtown, well, not downtown Seattle, it was in West Seattle, Alki. Bait ball! J-Man got it. Boom! Ba 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 ba. Bait ball. Oh, and then everyone else gets it too. Coincidence? I think not. All right, so yeah, I was walking to Rocky Horror Picture Show, as you do, and I was in fishnet stockings, as you do, and I was with my girlfriend and my guy friend, but like my girlfriend, like I was giving her a kiss and like I don't know, being dumb teenagers, all touchy feely, in public, and she was dressed as like a French maid, and I had my heels on, which first time I'd ever worn heels. I was like, holy cow, I have a new respect for women. Rocky Horror Picture Show gave me a new respect for women, for sure. And fishnets, and we're probably a little bit completely drunk. And we got stopped by the cops, and we were gonna take a uh, a, a bus across town, and it was like 11:30, I want to say, on like an April night, on Tuesday or something. And the thing started, I think, at like 1 a.m. at a theater on a weeknight, at a movie theater. It was one of the ones where everyone throws things and dances and reacts, but it was on the other side of town. And we're walking around, and we cross the road to try to get to this bus line, and I get literally like what's that, NYPD Blue or whatever, where they like pull up and cut you off with the car in the street while I'm crossing the sidewalk. And the cop gets out and he goes, all right, all right, all right, I see what's going on here. I see what's going on here. And he goes, we've had a lot of problems on this street lately. A lot of problems on the street lately. And my girlfriend was like, we're going to a movie. And I was like, hey, we're going to, and he's like, ID. And of course, I didn't have ID because I wasn't gonna have ID. I mean, there used to be this music ordinance in Seattle, and the music ordinance was like a dance ordinance. It was kind of like Footloose, where you couldn't have like specifically heavy bass music. Like there was some arbitrary BS like that, where basically they were trying to shut down raves because the parents were all concerned. So they made a curfew for everyone under 18, and let's just say like the fact that I'm in not downtown Seattle but close to downtown Seattle, trying to make it across town on a bus, and I'm with a girl who looks very well, and my girlfriend was 3 years older than me when I'm 15 or 16, so she was like 18, 19, and she did have ID and a record. So they pull her, they pull us over. They look at her ID. I am also wearing a dress with the fishnets on and the just the full 9 yards, lipstick and everything, cheekbone makeup and eyeliner and fake eyelashes. Like she was into drama, like theater. And so, her being the older girlfriend that I was obsessed with, yeah, sure, dress me up however you want. Poor old me. So, the cops, though, because I was yeah, Jet City Improv's still going, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we get pulled over, we get stopped, and I get pulled aside by one of the cops, and he's like, "Hey, just be straight with me, man. What are you doing out here? Like, where's home for you? You don't need to be doing this." And I'm like, "I told you I'm going to a movie." And he's like, "I'm going to give your parents a call. Give me give me your home phone number." And I was like, "Oh God, I can't do this." Like, my dad was real uptight back then, so it would not have flown well. My mom, it would have been fine. She was a makeup artist and worked with a bunch of very flamboyant people that were very like into makeup, fashion, the all counterculture stuff, and at the time in the late early 2000s, and so yeah, they call my home, and I'd already done the lie where I said, hey, I'm going over to my buddy James's house, and James was going to the thing with us, and then he told his parents that, okay, you get it. And so my dad's like, no, he's not out. He's at a friend's house. You must have the wrong person. Click. And so I got put in the back of the cop car, and I'm like freaking out and pounding, and like finally they straightened it out after like 4 more calls to James's dad and then my mom again. And then, they started to worry once those two got a hold of each other. But basically, what they were stopping me for, because I was like, am I free to go? And they're like, no, you're being held for suspicion of solicitation. And also, like, the fact that I was a minor played into the charge somehow. I can't remember what it was called. Like, conspiracy of, trafficking in a non-something zone. Like, it was like a cruising zone. Anyways, I didn't tell that story very interestingly. But, long story short was, I got arrested in drag for being an underage hooker when I was like 16. And basically I look pretty similar at 16 to right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like I had facial hair, maybe not quite as thick. Had long hair and chubby kind of baby face, So, yeah. I didn't get, what's the word? Not solicited, but I didn't get hit up for anything once. While we walked all through Seattle, everyone's just like, oh, that's normal, whatever. Okay, what was the first fish species sent into space by NASA? Now, it is an American minnow species, and it has an interesting name. It's from the state of Massachusetts, the name, but it occurs across New England and the eastern seaboard. This fish has been really heavily studied for its genetics and its, I don't know, its evolution, whatever, because... So it's a minnow, and it went to space. It's the first vertebrate that NASA sent to space. Anybody know what kind of minnow it was? Anybody? Oh, Alishon! Bam! Came out of nowhere and got it with the mama chug. The mama chugs. The mummy chug. Yes, it was a mummy chug minnow from Massachusetts. They sent it up into space. It was in 1973, and it was via Skylab 3. Now, coincidentally, they also sent it up in like 1967 in a mission that failed to come down properly. They also did send Danios up into orbit, but not into outer orbit or like true space. Low Earth orbit is what they did. Okay. So, next question. We're going to keep playing for another few minutes, guys. Might give out some prizes. I don't know. Might happen. All right. Who published the seminal 1956 book on tropical fish keeping called Exotic Aquarium Fishes, First Edition? And I'm going to need a full name. I mean, you can abbreviate it like... It is not Axelrod, but a good guess. I'm going to need a full name. Or at least both. Snooty Brewster. Yes, Zen Ginger. Boom, 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 boom. Are you Googling these, Zen? Don't break my heart. Don't do that to me. B.F. Skinner. No, that's Baby Albert and the Rat. He was busy terrorizing other people at the moment, rather than writing a helpful book. What shall I ask my victims next? You had to Google the full name. Alright. Okay. I might have had to do that too, honestly. So that makes it okay. Drum roll, I googled it. I have this book on my shelf. Couldn't get up quick enough. Yeah, I mean it's an all right book. Fun trivia: he wrote several books about more specific, like just killifish, just um, Kerosins, whatever. Like he wrote these little smaller volumes before this, and in 1937 he wrote a long one on this killifish species. Well, he got a bunch of things wrong in it that were like known to be wrong in the hobby by a lot of people, like very common knowledge at that point by killifish enthusiasts. Like he just straight up like wrote like live bear or something when it was an egg layer, and there was a number of these mistakes that were egregious enough that like people wrote a lot of letters. Well, when they printed this book in 56, they literally just copy and paste, whatever. They took the existing copy and used it from the first edition of the other book, and they put it together with some other stuff in a foreword or whatever. But it's still totally wrong about breeding killifish and what species are which and pictures going with stuff. But good picture book, good book on how to breed stuff. None the left. Another guy who was ripped off by Herbert. Yeah, for sure. Uh, all right. All right. What does the adorable little catfish known as the Corydorus, what does its name mean? In Greek? If you know what it means in Latin or Greek, that's fine. But, good enough. Corrigilan works, you're going to get another point. That's 2 points for you. Yes. It essentially means armored skin or helmet skin in Greek. So, yes. Nice work. Okay, number, I don't know, 14. Number 14. Where does the word fish come from? Anybody know what word they can trace back the origin of the word fish to? Zen Ginger, you are very correct. Skin helmet does sound really inappropriate. Sounds like a heavy metal band from late 1970s, like Motorhead. Motorhead, not Megadeth, they weren't around. Motorhead, Slayer, and Skin Helmet. The word is, well, Pisces is close enough. Yeah, we'll give you that. It was Piscenes, and that got turned in Old Norse into, or possibly even an earlier language. So that word existed in Greek and in Latin, and several forms of it. So then it gets transferred via same folks we think of as the Vikings as Piscine. It's like Pichin. And then it gets transferred to Middle Norse, and it looks, they get rid of the C, so it's just SH. And then it goes into Old English around, I think, 1400 or so, they believe. And it was fishing, Fishine, Fishine for a little while, and then it got shortened, and yeah. So, kind of an interesting word, traveled around. And then, yes, it turned into FISC before finally settling on FICH. Nice work, everybody. Piscina in is pool in Spanish. Thanks, Brian. Fisk is Swedish. Yeah, oh yeah, lutefisk. Swedish fisk. uh, if you're Dutch, it's easy. Okay, fischen, lutefischken. All right. What is the largest beta species? Wild beta species. I don't want to hear about your jumbo splendens. Get out of here. Which state is the most northern, eastern, and western? Alaska, Dutch Harbor. Or actually, no, it's out on one of the islands, like Kiska or something. It goes east of the date line. It goes north to the North Pole. It goes west to the very most west. And there you have it. I do love trivia, though. Macrostoma, that is correct. Zen Ginger got it in first, it appears. Thank you. Or well-fed splendid, yes. Hawaii is also kind of... Well, not Hawaii. I guess it would be the Solomon Islands. American Samoa. Also kind of works in that sense. Although it's not the most western, but it is the most southern and the most... Is it the most... Yeah, and it would technically be the most eastern spot, apparently. But I get what you're saying. Oh, what is the title of the smallest freshwater fish in okay. So what is the title of the smallest freshwater fish by genus? And there are 3 known species to exist before this year, and now they just discovered another species in this genus. And the newest one is known as the vampire. That's the species name meaning. Oh, we're getting closer. My friend Dario, he's a super mega car. Drive too fast. Drive too fast. Ooh, that's I want to give you that answer because it's, it should be close, guys. The killifish, everyone's saying that. No, it is the Danionella. And the Danionella cerebrum specifically is the smallest vertebrate fish out there. Arguably, if you say the male and the female, there is one African fish that's slightly smaller, but this thing is a third of an inch. I was going to say a third of a centimeter. A third of an inch fully grown, and it's about as skinny as an eyelash almost. It's like a fry of most fish. And it has a skull that is missing. It's the top half of its skull is just gone. So it's called the cerebrum because they can look right into its simple little brain. And they're going to be able to do some cool lab work because of that. Okay. Where did they discover a blind snakehead last year? New species of snakehead fish. Where specifically did they discover it? Not what country, but what odd occasion. It was a blind snakehead species. If you guys have been watching my fishery, secret fishery living in your aquariums, you'll know. Oh, okay, smartass. Yes! Brian got it. It's the blind school it's an Indian school for children that was a school for blind children that they found a blind fish living in their well of all places. Right on, Brian. Nice job. What does the prefix rubra refer to in Latin binomial nomenclature? What does rubra mean? Zen Ginger coming in for the win. Winning with Fish Dreams also right behind. And Alishan also, nice work, everybody, everybody, everybody was kung fu fighting. Ba, 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 ba. Those kicks was fast as poo poo. Doopy doopy doop boop boop. All right. Oh, what is an ovulating shrimp called before she becomes buried? She is said to be what? Mommy shrimp is blank when she's got eggs in her back, ovaries, oviducts actually. Boom, you got it. Saddled, saddled, saddled. Saddled. I'm in saddled. Sex and drugs and dirty things and I'm in saddled. Okay. Row, not Wade. Too soon. Yeah. I mean, coming from a legal standpoint, that RVD or RVW was not going to last. Most legal scholars knew that. But it's interesting that the dog has been chasing its tail or chasing a freaking Lamborghini down the street for 40 years, saying they want to get they want a bite of that bumper. Well, they finally bit it, and it's freaking platinum, and now 78% of Americans say they don't want it. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That's right. All right. Who or which YouTuber in the Fish fam who was one of the creators and first popular fish content creators on the platform had the catchphrase, "What up, fish tank people?" All right, which FishTube/YouTube creator had the term "What up, fish tank people" originally? I know that Kenny says it also. But it's not Kenny. Someone else said it 10 years earlier. Dustin, that is correct. He also used to end every stream with, what was it? I don't remember. It completely lost out of my brain. But yes, Dustin. I was gonna say what now defunct YouTuber, but yeah, he does like other stuff now. And he's got his big business operation, so that's good for him, yeah. All right. What is the smallest live bear? Kenny, now it's your turn to say what you said. Smallest live bear species in the world. I'd like a Latin name if we could get it, but if not, that's fine. I'm in tatters. I'm shattered. Welcome, monsieur. Sit yourself down. You seem to be doing better now that the eyelash is out. Yes. I pulled the sword from the stone. Bonus question: where is Dr. Novak's degree? Oh. Yeah. Where is Dr. Novak's PhD from? Yeah. I'll give you guys $100 if you know that one. Alishan, you got it. Nano Aquarium Guy, you got it. It's the least killifish, or the Heteroranda formosia. Alright. What was the first tropical fish imported into Europe? And we know the name of the sailor who brought it to a Portuguese port. He was a French sailor. We don't know his last name for some damn reason, but his first name was Gerard, not Depardieu. And what was that fish? The first real tropical fish, or fish from the tropics, to make it alive to Europe in the year 1869. Alishon got it. The paradise gourami. The paradise fish. Yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. All right. What about the appearance? Hold on. I might want to do another one in order first. Actually, yeah, I do. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, bum, bum. Oh. What do you call the student that graduated last in medical school? Nurse? Doctor? Yeah, doctor, I like that. Yeah, I get it. It's funny. It's funny, guys. Ha ha ha. You know, everybody is busy on someone else's stream tonight. I'm not what I used to be. We got 60 people here. We were pulling in like 200 or 300 for a while. No, nobody wants to come here. It's the Dr. Pepper, I agree. I need to get rid of this crap. All right, what is the origin of the plant named Bucephalandra or Bucephalandra? And what is the origin of the plant named Bucephalandra? Oh, let me make this clear. What is the origin of Bucephalandra or Bucephalandra, the word? Like, where did the plant's word name origin come from? I'm sorry. Because, yeah, you guys are all right. Watersheds, Indonesia, wherever. You were all right. And, ugh, Ginger, I'm gonna get you one of these days. Zen Ginger. Yes. But could you be more Gen Free to be if you could be a little more specific on where that name came from? But yes, it is from the name Bucephalus, which sounds phallic, or Bucephalus, or Bucephalus. Does anybody know where that? Yes. All right, Alexander the Great's horse. That's right. Man, I had to pull it out of you like frickin' teeth. But you got it, Gen Free to be. You got it. Thank you. And nice work. Um, bum 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 bum. Oh, I learned that on Corvus Oskin video yesterday. Oh, right on, right on, right on, right on, right on. Do you think we can get an updated video on all the tools, equipment, all hobbyists need? Sure. Yeah, we could do it. I could do a video on that. That sounds good. Let's do that soon. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. Nun, 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 nun. Do 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 do. Why can't I find this? I had a question and I cannot figure it out. Do 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 do. Let's go to, you know what? This laptop is using Bing. Bing sucks. There, I said it. Bing, you suck. Going to Google. Google. Setting Google as my homepage. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to torture you. Intermission for horror sounds and noises. Too much Benadryl. Oh, dude, tell me about it. No, it's the steroids and the Benadryl and the methyltrexate, which is a chemo drug. It's all of that. It's all of that. It's all of that. It's all of it. Alex, do we need to call 911? No, you need to call 411. Back streets back. All right. We found the Yeti. Oh, there is the theory of the Yeti. Bon Jonquive. You see, you cannot find the Yeti in nature. You can only find the Yeti in trance because the Yeti is he's a god of the forest. He's a real person inhabited without a body, known as Bonjonquiv. Anybody know the movie that's from? Anybody? No. Do 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 do. All right, whatever. I give up on the fool's errand that I was trying to find the answer to, because I had a question, and I'll fix it later, but I couldn't figure out what I was even trying to ask you guys. Sorry. And is this... Oh, yes. This famous fish is known for its ability to struggle and fight for up to 6 hours with another fish before literally dying of exhaustion. Now, this is a Southeast Asian fish, and it is not the betta, but it has been domesticated for thousands, well, at least 1,000 years. What is this fish? Dial your answers in now. Doop, boop, 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 boop. This is the weirdest stream. This is the weirdest stream. Do 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 do. This is the stream that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. This as we started singing, and it just became and it's a song that never ends. It's got a beak. No, it's not an arowana. But that would be a really good guess, actually. Well, okay, it doesn't have a full beak. Anybody? I can tell I'm losing the crowd, and I'm just tired. I've just got to go to bed. But I do want someone to answer my question about the fish that wrestles and fights. Make a guess. How many species or different plants do you have? Then let us guess. And we'll finally count and see who's correct. Oh, I know how many species of plants I have at the moment. Yeah, Half-Beak, Brian, Jez, and Ginger. Check the fish box. Everybody got it now. Yeah. Did you put on a sweater in Seattle when it's 78? No, I put on a hoodie. There is a difference. You can always rock a flannel, a hoodie, or a beanie, skull cap in Seattle. That is the legal rule. You don't want to go out in the sun in it, though. You have to hide in basements and move from dark corridor to dark corridor. All right, guys. We'll do more trivia another time and actually give out some prizes. But I just thought it would be a fun way to go over some of the stuff that we've covered on Fishery. I can't do it in heels and fishnets. It's just as hard as the guy's part, only I do it backwards and in high heels. Oh, wait, I saw a super chat, and I totally just saw it and was like, yeah, money, and then did not even address it. But Dylan's Fish Room said, for some more Benadryl. Thank you so very much. That brings the total to 10.7. Wait, no. 10.97. 10.97. In glorious, glorious. I just foamed at the mouth. That means Alex needs some bed. Alex, this may be the last insomnia. Hopefully, it's the last insomnia stream you'll get for a little while. Maybe not though. Hopefully, we'll get a very serious and downtrodden stream. Yeah, how many videos does Alex appear wearing his hat or tie-dye or... How about this? No pants. You don't know that one. Only I know that one. Yeah, I need to eat something, drink some water, go night-night. I'm going night-night now, guy. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with me, for being my friends. I did not eat frozen peas. I don't eat healthy things. They're M&Ms. They're little teeny tiny little tiny M&Ms. They're baby M&Ms. 7 o'clock bedtime? Yeah, it's not even 7 here yet, huh? Yeah. I feel like that kind of looks like a woman. I mean, I don't know. The lips, a little bit. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, bringing me some entertainment and some sanity. I always really appreciate you guys for coming by, watching, hanging out, learning with me, laughing with me, loving with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. All you super chatters, you mods, you lurkers, you lions, you exiles on Main Street. Stop anthropomorphizing candy, you weirdos. Yes. Trans M&Ms. Now they're solid. Now they're delicious. All right, guys. Thank you so much, though. Whoa, I'm dark. Dark, mysterious. I'm going to get out of here before I lose my mind. Up in here. Up in here. So, yes, the super chat will be going directly to the Benadryl fund. Actually, no, I'm not itchy anymore. You guys notice the Benadryl fund they kicked in? Now I'm just going to start to get tired and even more delirious. But, all right, I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you so much, Kenny. You're a mod, you're a super chatters, and Ginger. Mod, super chatter, friend, companion, compatriot, you kings of New England. Prince of New England? Whatever, I don't remember the line. Alright, guys. You can take my live stream offline, but you can never take my freedom or the chocolate off my teeth. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see you guys next time on the secret behind the secret living in your aquarium. Mark, coming at the last minute. That means we got to do the song from the Aquatic Morning Show. Booty dance, booty dance, booty dance. Dog dancing, up and down, up and down, up and down. Other dog doing a thing. Smiley face, spins around, has sunglasses. Sunglasses come up, sunglasses go back down. We don't go to sleep because the party don't stop. See? I got production value. Take that, Jess, at the Aquatic Morning Show. Saying I don't have no production value. Alright, guys. I will talk to you later. Yes, I'm gonna need a helmet. I think I needed a helmet before the brain injury. Not after. Alright, bye, guys. Oh my gosh! My head's severed. Alright, bye, guys. For real this time. Have a wonderful night. And thank you all.